Talking Florida football, Gators breakdown. David Waters, got to get there on your favorite audio platform or right here on YouTube. David, in regards to everyone wants to hear about the young guys that are flashing, who have we heard about early in camp?
Yeah, big one so far. Devin Moore, recruited he was a safety in high school, but cornerback coming into Florida. It was a Florida Notre Dame battle at the end of Billy Napier's first recruiting cycle. Florida gets that win, and Devin Moore has come in and really impressed, really fighting for that number 2 cornerback spot opposite Jason Marshall, who come in as a true freshman last year and got a lot of playing time. And that was because Jaden Hill went down with an injury a year ago in fall camp, and Jaden Hill is now dealing with another injury this fall camp, and that's opened the door again for somebody to come along and get that second cornerback spot. And we saw it all through spring, a battle going on there between Hill and Avery Helm, and Devin Moore and Jalen Kimber, the transfer from Georgia. And that battle is going to continue into this fall. And early on, it does look like it's kind of Avery Helm and Devin Moore flip-flopping, taking number 1 reps at that number 2 cornerback spot. So he's come along, one of the fastest players on the team, I've heard, in their new way of clocking speed there. In more than just a 40-yard dash time, they put the vest on and they track their miles per hour, and Devin Moore is up there as one of the fastest players on the team right now, and making an impact, coming along and really fighting for a starting role. And he may not win that number 2 cornerback spot, Mark, but he's going to be in the mix right there to get a lot of playing time at that spot. And if we keep going, Shamar James, true freshman linebacker, he did not take part in spring, but he's on the field now in fall camp, showing some nice things. Probably when you go and look at it, besides Ventrell Miller, who comes back for his 6th year of college football, one of the few true linebackers Florida has as a recruited linebacker in high school and will play linebacker in college. Florida's got a lot of tweeners, like guys who have played maybe defensive end / outside linebacker they've tried to fit in at linebacker over the last 2 years, and maybe even doing so a bit this year with somebody like Derek Wingo, who I expect to be a really good linebacker, but he wasn't recruited, or he was not a linebacker in high school. Florida's missed that true linebacker, and I think Shamar James, with that experience in high school, has really hit the ground running as a young guy, a young linebacker for Florida this fall camp. And one more, Garage has been banged up along the offensive line to start fall camp. That's opened the door for a young offensive lineman, not a true freshman, but Austin Barber there for the Gators. Comes in, helps fill in. They've moved Michael Tarquin from right tackle to left tackle to fill in until Garage gets back, which should be very, very soon. But that's opened the door for a young offensive lineman to get some reps and create some more depth there for Florida as well. So you start looking at it that way, Mark. Devin Moore has been the big head turner so far as young guys coming in and making a name for themselves. And one more before I forget, Arliss Boardingham, not a highly recruited guy, but at tight end, a mismatched size and speed there at the tight end position as a true freshman, has really come in the first week of fall camp and turned some heads as well at the tight end position, the position that Billy Napier loves to use 2 tight ends a whole lot back in his time at Louisiana. So we'll see. Florida's pretty deep at tight end. They have a lot of numbers there. So if you do see Arliss Boardingham on the field, you know that he jumped up the depth chart. He passed a whole lot of players, and that means he impressed big time in fall camp to go out there and get on the field as a mismatch nightmare for the tight end position.